Peace, beautiful people. We getting started. Excuse me, I'm jumping right in. So, session 6, overcoming stress. We're gonna do the reading first, and then we're gonna hop into the meditation. So, starting with the reading, the coming of the age and stress management. The outer physical world is a source of stress. The inner mental world is a source of stresslessness. Because it is in touch with the inner world, the right brain has a bonanza to offer the left brain in the stressful outer world. This bonanza is a means of manage stress. Recently, the National Conference of Catholic Bishops commissioned a study of the health of priests in the United States. Some 4,600 priests took part in this first in-depth research of their health through a self-perception survey. The study found that priests are subject to the same ailments that affect the rest of the population. However, even though they work longer hours, they have fewer sick days. They work well past the customary retirement age, and they live longer than other people, developing a state of serenity in their later years. Priests are meditative, and meditation is a mental state that insulates against stress. Stress and accident frequency. Stress is a major cause of health problems, including accidents. Stress is a killer. If stress doesn't get us one way, it will get us in another. There is just no way you can coexist with stress. People who go through an actual stressful event often subsequently experience traffic accidents, falls, or other mishaps. People who are chronically under stress often become accident prone. The housewife in a hurry to prepare dinner, stressed by time, cuts her finger. The teenager who hates to mow the lawn, stress, slashes a hand in the blade. The man who is angry at his wife, stress, skids his car into a pole. Stress reduces our equanimity and our awareness. The more you use your alpha level, the more aware and in control you become. The knife does not slip. You can stay clear of trouble. The steering wheel is under your skillful control. How to get rid of organic disorders. Stress is the cause of health problems by whatever name we call them. Dealing with anxiety is better than dealing with kidney malfunction, because getting a problem solved at its root is better than letting it fester into a larger problem, which must be dealt with in turn. People who make life and death decisions are under tremendous stress and experience great anxiety. Among such people, disease, depression, and other maladies are increasing. Air traffic controllers, law enforcement officers, statesmen are under killing pressure, and this hampers their decision making, slowly slows their productivity, and puts a strain on their family and personal lives. It is not sufficient to be able to relax under fire. Even then, we can still be burned. We must know how to use alpha to heal the burns. The burns are, of course, the illness and diseases that are so common today. To do this, we will now develop the ability to focus our attention on a particular health problem. We will then be able to concentrate on the solution to the problem. This concentration is not the type of hard mental work we usually think of when we hear the word. No hands on chin and deeply furrowed brow. Far from it. Instead, the Silva Method helps us to use the concentration, the type of concentration that comes with relaxed, focused attention, which allows more of our mind to be involved. In this state, our ability to come up with the answer that will help us correct a particular health problem increases. The Silva Method increases our ability to accept subjective experiences. We can make fuller use of feelings, images, dreams, and other internal pathways by which intelligence comes to us when we make health decisions. The tragedy of modern humanity is that it is too busy, and it does not find time to relax and reflect. When Dr. Carl Symington began helping cancer patients at his Texas clinic, they arrived from all over the country for help. For the first step, patients attended an orientation session to learn about the procedures. When they heard that they were going to relax, use their imaginations, most of the patients left and went home, not wanting to take part in their own recoveries. Fortunately for you, you're not of this frame of mind, or you would have left these pages quite ways back. You are willing to take a few minutes in the morning to count backward to reach alpha. If we were to use our right brain hemisphere as the clergy does, we would all be able to live longer, more productive lives. Their time spent in prayer, meditation, and contemplation with the right brain enhances alpha frequencies. Their time spent in helping others also fosters the right brain involvement. There is a glimmer of hope in the world today. Perhaps people are becoming more meditative, more contemplative, and more prayerful as the benefits of going within are slowly being acknowledged. Still, the right brain needs a good public relations agent. Stress management is being taught in more and more seminars. These are held under sponsorship of business organizations, professional societies, hospitals, or private groups. They feature stress films and lectures. The message is a little stress can do you good, a lot of stress can do you in. These seminars provide participants with psychological questionnaires about themselves, which they can compare with computerized stress profiles. This is all of the interest of the left brain, but not this is all of the interest to the left brain, but not exactly therapeutic. The therapy these seminars provide comes in tension relieving exercises, deep breathing, and relaxation technique they teach. Some are even starting to present visualization techniques with participants mentally picturing themselves as serene and passive. Some include positive affirmations while participants are in relaxed states. Somewhere in the chain of events leading up to these seminars, you may well find the Silva Method training. The impact of 5 million people who are stress management experts cannot be denied. It is to be hoped that their effect on the rest of the world will continue. People will soon attend seminars to make themselves well, and then they will attend seminars to make other people well, all by using the stress managing interworld creative healing right brain preventative steps to bar stress. The weakening of the immune system is believed to be a major cause of such serious illnesses such as cancer, AIDS, leukemia, and other so-called incurable diseases. Whenever the immune system is weakened, life is threatened. What weakens the immune system? One answer to that question has been confirmed many times over: stress. Let us examine three major causes of stress. One, guilt. When you know that you're doing something wrong or something society believes is wrong, you continue to do it, you're inviting a weakening of your immune system. Could this be in part a byproduct of smoking? Two, a deep loss. When you lose something or someone of great value and you're not able to recover that loss, you experience great stress, which again invites a weakening of your immune system. Three, working or living in a hated environment. This is a chronic stress. Chronic stress is known to cause a weakening of the immune system. There are many other causes of stress. Their impact on your immune system may or may not be critical, depending largely on the amount of time involved and or the importance. If you are waiting for the bus and are late for work, every second can be stressful, but in a few minutes the bus arrives. The temporary stress is not as likely to leave its mark on you. It has been said that if a man owes you $1,000, that's his problem, his stress. But if that man owes you $1,000,000, that's your problem, your stress. The bigger the problem, the greater the stress. Knowing about these causes, what can you do about the stress? The obvious answer is to behave in ways that will not cause you to feel guilty, to accept your losses philosophically, to make sure you work and live in a pleasant environment, and to solve small problems before they become big ones. The advice is easy to give, but not that easy to take or apply. Life is not always so closely under our control, but our minds are or should be under our control. With the Silva Method, you can mentally program yourself to change unwanted behavior. You can program yourself to accept your loss and to go into higher levels of material possession or relationships. And you can solve problems, big or small, at the alpha level. While awaiting the results of your programming, you can go to your alpha level 3 times a day for 15 minutes and enjoy serenity, tranquility, and a vacation from the stress while also strengthening your immune system. The effects of negative mental pictures. If you have ever been confronted with fangs of a poisonous cobra, merely imagining that that event can cause you adrenaline to flow, your skin to perspire, and your heart to pound as if the cobra were really present again. If you have ever been confronted with a jealous spouse, a sneering boss, or an incensed policeman, imagining the experience of worrying about it happening again can cause your hormones to speed up, your body's functions as if you were in a real emergency. Your lungs pump faster, your blood pressure rises, your heart races, and your white blood cells, the body's combat troops in the battle against disease, are suppressed. The more you concentrate on your fear or worry, the more harm you do to your body. In writing about people with cardiovascular disease. Dr. Dean Ornish of Harvard Medical School says, when you're angry, worried, or afraid, your blood pressure and heart rate may increase dramatically. Your arteries are more likely to go into spasm, and your palates tend to clump together and clog up your blood vessels. Here are some commonly held mental pictures that cause unwanted bodily reactions. You're going to lose your job and have no income. You're going to have a heart attack or get cancer or some other serious disease. You will be attacked at night in the street. Your home will be ransacked and robbed. Your spouse will be unfaithful. You will lose your way. There will be a nuclear war. You'll be alone in your old age. Something terrible will happen to a loved one. Your investments will drop in value or become worthless. If you're a chronic worrier, you may be able to supply additional situations to this partial list. How your body reacts to these mental pictures depends on your past program experience, and on your past experiences depends on how your past experiences cause you to feel. Your personal history programs your body's reaction to these fears. Your inability to cope with stress caused by considering potential danger and your feelings of helplessness in the face of potential dangers may also lead to the following: depression, decrease in brain efficiency, suppression of your immune system, development of disease syndrome. One of our researchers, Dr. Richard E. McKenzie, explains in an issue of the Silva newsletter how the Silva Method can interrupt these sequence. It provides for the growth and development of the awareness factor to identify stress and tension. It allows us to institute cognitive and perceptual controls to avoid a state of helplessness. It permits us to alter negative emotional response, such as depression. And finally, such medical intervention becomes necessary. It can improve the success of treatment. Belief in an expectation of illness. People who expect and believe that they have done something to make themselves ill can actually produce those illnesses. Maybe you were told that sitting in a draft will make you contract a cold, and you accepted that statement as fact. Such acceptance makes it part of your belief system. The next time you sit in a draft, your belief will trigger the expectation of a code. You know the rest of the story. The next time you send a draft, because you reinforce the cause-effect relationship in your belief system, you are all the more certain that you will get a code, and you do. Viruses, germs are always present. They are held in check by our immune systems, but you can rein in or unleash your immune system with mental activity. Physicians are getting closer and closer to accepting the idea that the mind can make us well, but they have known for decades that the mind can make us sick. Negative expectations make us sick. Positive expectations make us well. Both work equally well when reinforced. These expectations get more and more effective. We can reinforce them by affirming them verbally or by hearing others affirm them verbally. Experiencing the results also reinforces these expectations, but so do visualization and imagination. A person goes to see a physician. The physician listens to the problem, examines the patient, and writes out a prescription. The patient goes to a druggist, gets the prescription filled, and follows the instruction. Perhaps take 2 tablets every 4 hours. The patient recovers. What the patient does not know is that the doctor could not find anything wrong with the patient. The prescription was just a sugar pill, but belief that the pill was medicine, belief that the physician prescribed the right medicine, and the expectation that this medicine will fix the problem make the healing work. This is also known as a placebo effect. The physician prescribes knowing that the patient's own mind will do the job, and it does. You too can harness the healing power of the mind to help yourself and others. All right, so we're going to jump into the meditation, and okay, sit comfortable, just spine erect, in a comfortable position. And then just start by taking a couple deep breaths. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths. All right. So we're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to see the number 3 times as we exhale. 3, 3, 3. And this will be our physical relaxation. So the body is relaxed, and we're gonna relax the scalp, relax the forehead, the eyelids, the face, lips, neck. Continue to breathe. Relax the shoulders, the arms, chest, stomach, torso, pelvis, legs, thighs. Continue to breathe. Relax the knees, calves, shins, feet, the top of the feet, bottom of the feet, and the toes. And the body is relaxed. We'll inhale. We'll see the number 2 3 times as we exhale. 2, 2, 2. Visualize a serene scene as the mind relaxes. And number 2 will be our programming for mental relaxation, as 3 is for physical relaxation. One more inhale. Exhale number 1 3 times. 1, 1, 1. Congratulations, you are now at alpha. Now to deepen, I'll count you backwards from 10 to 1, and at the count of 1, you will be at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. 10, 9, 8. Feel going deeper and continue to breathe. 7, 6, 5. Going deeper and deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Aloha. We are now at alpha. Deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. Bring an image of yourself as healthy, youthful, radiant, and attractive. And while holding this image, ask yourself the question, if you have any physical ailments, why you have the physical ailment that you may have. And somebody may come to mind. Bring somebody who needs forgiveness into mind, maybe the first person who came to mind. And visualize, imagine yourselves forgiving one another. Each saying to the other, I forgive you, and I hope that you can forgive me. And imagine each other holding, shaking hands, or in an embrace, a warm hug, head nod, anything that signifies agreement or getting along and forgiveness. Now with a picture of yourself as radiant, youthful, young, and attractive, I want you to repeat the affirmation, I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body and mind. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body and mind. And hold this image of yourself with a perfectly healthy body and mind and optimal health. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body and mind. 2 more times. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body and mind. Last time. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body and mind. Now on the count of 5, I'll count you up from 1 to 5. I'll snap my fingers, and you will open your eyes feeling wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better and better than before. Locking in a perfectly healthy body and mind. 1, 2, feel coming out. 3, on the count of 5, I'll snap my fingers. You will open your eyes, feeling wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better and better than before. 4, eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better and better than before. This concludes our meditation. Catch me tomorrow for healing others, session 7. Peace and blessings upon you all.